Christopher King. I'm going to call every day until I get a response. No offense to you, but we have a job to do here, and that job is to protect the First Amendment, okay? This is how nice I was to Judge Young back when I actually believed he would actually consider all of my relevant cases and issue a principled decision in this matter, before I would come to see how he really operated in this case, which was to ignore my strongest, most relevant cases, to downplay all of my professional accomplishments and call me a guerrilla journalist, and to mischaracterize one of my cases as not being grounded in the First Amendment, the Iko case, when it clearly was, as every other jurist and any constitutional scholar can see. Now, while the jury is still out on AG Denn's response to my complaint filed with the Civil Rights and Public Trust section 3 weeks ago, I would not be surprised if he dodges a bullet too, now that I recall even Joe Biden dodged a bullet when he failed to honor his word regarding a serial weapons offender, one Gregory Floyd.
With a cane, he left, throwing a tantrum, threatening court officers and swearing as police officers ordered Floyd to be hauled off to jail immediately. In court today, Judge Peter Sear listened to a frightened woman describe a standoff on a narrow stretch of Hummingbird Lane in Easton last December.
Stay tuned for story time, all of it firmly documented and proved whether they like it or not. Mind the things I have seen since I was a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed attorney general. Assistant attorney general. These things would shock the conscience and rock a jury, which is precisely why the defendants in the court in my case are doing everything they can to keep me from having that jury when I pay my fee next week. Oh, I'm good in front of a jury. Real good.
Let's be clear about something. Police officers stand in a position of authority for a reason. A purpose. They went to school. They did some hard knocks. They deserve to be where they are. They are not infallible.
The jury in this case, being duly impaneled and sworn, find the defendant not guilty of the offense charge. Lord is good.
Hoping you sophisticated motherfuckers hear what I have to say.
When me and my posse stepped in the house.
Delaware is the dirtiest state in the Union. I have known for a long time that Delaware politics were suspect since the day that Joe Biden promised me that he and President Obama would vigorously prosecute serial violators of U.S. gun laws. This was after I asked a question about Greg Floyd's serial violations of 18 U.S. Code 922 G1. And at that time, Vice President Kennedy, Biden walked over to me and said, "Oh, you're a lawyer, aren't you?" as he put his arm around me. And I said, "Yes, I am. And I'm counting on you to do the right thing." Well, the right thing never was done. And this guy, Greg Floyd, went out to threaten his elderly neighbor, female neighbor, Alma Jean Boy Bear, with a gun.
Do you want me to pull a gun on you?
Your statement was?
No. Because you'd use it. And he said, and I wouldn't miss.
She and her husband called me right away because they knew that I was uncovering the truth about how Greg Floyd had previously executed Liko Kenney after Liko had shot Corporal Bruce McKay out of fear because Bruce McKay was a bully cop.
You don't have the right to keep me here without a good reason. Reason. Hello, can I please get some assistance? This officer here is harassing me. Please don't touch me. Look, I haven't done anything. Look, no, stop touching me. Please, stop touching me. Stop touching me. Let go of me. Let go of me. My neck, I was broken neck.
Put your hands behind your back. Man, if you want to get sprayed, let go of your purse.
Help me, fuckers! Do not touch me!
Okay.
Help me! Dude, I don't know what this is wrong. What is this fucking doing? Can you help me? Fucking! Dude,
show you right here what Kelly Ayotte's friends at WMUR left out. Some 40-foot tire tracks from that Tahoe bashing Liko Kenney's Celica in violation of pursuit policies. And you're about to see Bruce McKay violate the OC spray policies, which dictate that warning should be given, advance notice, things of that nature to help, defuse a potentially violent response.
Bruce McKay was trying to stop Liko Kenney from fleeing a traffic stop.
McKay's wife, by the way, had gone to a safe house while pregnant with their only child. This is a fact. So, at the time, New Hampshire Attorney General Kelly Ayotte covered it up, despite my diligent efforts, because as a former AAG myself, I feel that she stank up the entire pedigree of the office. And, by the way, I had filed the right-to-know lawsuit that I won in part. This is the county attorney, Dan Mullen, during my closing argument. I destroyed them. But for some reason, I never got my damages awarded, okay? That's because these courts are full of it, all right? And the court orders have been scrubbed from the internet, by the way, but I've kept all the hard files, so they are safe in storage for, future discussion. So anyway, nothing ever happened to Floyd on the multiple gun violations, and they scrubbed the internet of much of that, too. But I still have those files, and he did admit to me that he murdered Liko Kenney as he was being hauled away as I caught this picture. Now, thank goodness for open cameras in the courtrooms and hallways of public buildings. This way I can point out the government in its complete hypocrisy, and this is precisely why Delaware is fighting me so hard. Well, shame on them.
He'll tell you exactly how he feel, and don't hold a fucking thing back. He just call you a low-life motherfucker and talk about your funky ways.
He even tussled with court personnel.
Please leave a message for Warden Keith DOJ. After the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, hang up or press the pound key for more options.
Warren Keith, this is Christopher King. I'm going to call every day until I get a response. No offense to you, but we have a job to do here, and that job is to protect the First Amendment, okay? As you are well aware now, you've got Attorney General to the south of you in Georgia that has sued government officials for doing exactly what defendants McKenna did in this case. And you've got to the north, federal district judge there in Pommy-Cats, who agreed with me entirely as well, okay? Okay. The rogue state is yours, and it needs to be corrected now. So I don't know what you're doing or what is going on here, but I also sent the transcript from an evidentiary hearing, from a motion hearing rather, in front of Commissioner Floyd, in which she cut me off before I could even state what the law was according to Rule 155 with the Supreme Court. Okay, I'm going to ask you to look into that too, because it clearly says that it's for trial courts, and she cut me off so I couldn't even get that in. All right, so it's all documented, and I want to be able to document what your office is going to do to promote the free and fair exercise of the Fourth Amendment by citizens at large and by the Fourth Estate, which is obviously merged in the new era. That's it. So every day I'm going to call, every day I'm going to record it, and that's just how it's going to go until we find out what happens. I thank you for your cooperation in this and your diligence. Have a good day.